Hello everyone, welcome to PMC Qatar Book Club. We are reading the book Spiritual Growth, Being Your Higher Self by Sanaya Roman. We are into the section 2 of the book, Opening Inward, chapter number 14, Expanding and Contracting Time. Time is not as real and fixed as you might believe. Time is changing in the new energies that are coming. There are actually hours that pass slowly and hours that pass quickly. You may have noticed that some days seem very long and others seems very short. This isn't just your imagination or your perception. Time is truly becoming more fluid and less fixed in the way it moves through your dimension. In the higher dimensions, all that exists is the eternal now, the present moment of multidimensional time. When an idea is conceived, it is immediately complete from beginning to end. Events spread out from a central point, and you can experience any part of your idea by focusing your consciousness on that part. As you focus on the part you want to experience, you start existing in time because you have taken a whole event and separated it into distant parts. Time and space are what separate things. You can have many you can have many people in one space if they are separated by time. And you can have many people together at one time if they are separated by space. Do only those things that create your higher purpose, and you will have more time. Your higher self experiences things as wholes and not as parts. It has an overview and sees every event from beginning to end. You can experience time as your higher self by experiencing things as wholes and not as their individual parts. You can do this by going as high as you can and viewing the larger picture of your life. You, you can do this with each project you are working on by having a vision and getting a sense of all the steps involved. The more complete the picture and the higher your focus, the more you will know which activities are important to your higher vision and which are not. The time you save can be made available for other things. You may remember a time when you were able to get a more comprehensive view of something. And with that higher view, recognize new actions you could take that would save you time and energy. That larger view may also have allowed you to let go of other activities that were no longer necessary. If you want to get more done in less time, be aware of how what you are doing fits into the bigger picture of your life. Do this at every level. For instance, if you have a business, you would want to have a complete plan that coordinates sales with production rather than letting each department work on its own. Otherwise, the sales department might sell more products than you could produce, or your production department might make more products you couldn't sell. Both would have wasted a lot of time and not served the company in achieving its higher goals. If you had a plan and higher vision, every department could work together to carry it out. You not only want to be aware of the larger picture, you also want each part of your life to contribute to it and work together. When you focus on your spiritual growth and coordinate everything around that higher picture, you can contract time and grow lifetimes in a shorter period. Before you take action, think about why you are doing something. Put it into the larger perspective of your life. Ask yourself, How is this action accomplishing my higher purpose? Does it have to be done at this moment? Is there a higher way to do it? As you put things into their larger perspective, you will be doing only those activities that serve your higher purpose. Set aside a few moments to relax and think about the higher purpose of your life. Imagine you are your higher self, giving yourself advice and focus on your vision of your life and purpose. Ask what your higher purpose is in the next day, week, and the month, and how what you are doing right now fits into it. Mentally run through your upcoming day and sense which activities and which order of doing them feels good before you jump into action. A few moments spent putting things into a higher perspective may save not only hours each day but even months of unnecessary actions. The higher you go, the more you will see which activities you could eliminate, how things could be done more efficiently or differently, or how something could be done by others. Don't take anything you do for granted. Don't think that something has to be done until you have thoroughly examined its purpose and how it fits into your higher purpose. This is one of the most important steps you can take to accelerate your growth. Follow your inner guidance to get things done easily and joyfully. Following your inner guidance will give you more time as well as speed up time, for you will create things so quickly that you will have time left over to do other things. Your inner guidance will take you to whatever you want in the fastest way possible. If you are looking for ways to create your higher purpose through a job, you can go out, pound the pavement, knock on the every floor, and answer all the wants ads. Or you can create a vision of your perfect job, the skill you would like to use, the environment, pay, type of people, and hours that you want, and then take action only when you have the inner guidance to do so. If you do the latter, your actions will produce the result you seek. In this new wave of energy, you may be feeling that there aren't enough hours in the day to get everything done, that the demand on your time and life are increasing because time is no longer rigid and fixed. Operating solely from an intellectual framework is going to make you feel more pressured. The more you try to do things logically, the more you make lists and force yourself to follow them, the more rushed you will feel. Although lists can help you focus, remain flexible, and listen to your feelings, it is important to follow your feelings and intuitions, for they will put you in the higher flow of time. The new time is intuitive, not linear and sequential as in the past. You can no longer figure out when to do things solely by using logic and still be in the higher flow where the things happen easily. Even though you make the list of things to do, your feelings may be telling you to do something else. Follow your feelings rather than your list, and you will find them leading you to your goals in the highest, most efficient ways. To have more time, slow down for a few minutes when you finish an activity. Before you go to another one, ask yourself, what do I feel like doing next? What would bring me joy? Listen for the answers that you will receive. Sometimes the things you are drawn to do next won't appear logical or even productive. In the long run, they may save you hours of work. For example, your body may be telling you, as you work that it would love to walk, stretch, and exercise. You think this is unproductive and that you should force yourself to work longer and ignore your body. However, you decide to honor your physical impulse and take a walk during lunch. That afternoon you get twice as much done as you normally do, and you have some important insights that save you hours of work. Trust your instincts and deeper impulses, for they lead you to do things in the fastest, most joyful ways. If you follow your intuition, taking action only when it feels right, things will get done in much less time than you would expect. And you will be able to do far more than you can imagine. You flow with the time when you stay in touch with your feelings and the higher purpose, intellectual time, which says, here is my list for the day. I must do things in this order. Put you in the position of doing things when that may not be in the higher flow. One woman who had been wanting a new job for weeks got an inner message to go to her dentist for checkup. So she made an appointment. She had been feeling guilty that she hadn't done more to look for her new job, but she hadn't had an inner sense of any action to take. While she was getting her teeth checked, her dentist told her of a friend who wanted to hire someone who had just her qualifications. She contacted his friend and easily got the job she had been wanting. You are always directed to your higher good, even in the smallest ways. Have you ever had an urge to clean your house and then had a special unexpected caller? Your higher self looks out over the universe, sees what is coming, and constantly broadcasts messages to you to assist you in being in the higher flow. Although the messages may be faint at first, the more you listen to and flow the messages you hear, the more messages you will receive and the clearer they will become. The guidance you receive will lead you to more abundance, joy, and love. Your higher path will unfold more rapidly, and the time of your projects will be just right. You will be one step ahead of people, ready with your work, right as people are ready for it. You can change time by being fully present and focused on what you are doing. Time in your dimension is taking on many of the characteristics of time in the higher dimensions, where everything is simultaneous. Being in a higher state of consciousness when you do things allow you to use this new kind of time more effectively. Learn to be fully present, aware, and focused on what you are doing. You have probably experienced time standing still when you were doing something you loved. You were so absorbed in that what you were doing, you weren't even aware of time passing. You transcended physical linear time and experienced the no time of the higher dimensions. Experiencing intuitive multidimensional time involves becoming one with whatever you are doing. Being so absorbed that you and what you are doing no longer have separate boundaries. It is as if you have extended your consciousness to what you are doing, and it is now a part of you rather than something outside of you. Artists know this state in the moments when inspiration pours through them and the time disappears. In this state, you can do hours worth of work in minutes, for you have transcended your normal linear time. The way to have more time in this new wave of energy is to raise your vibration and handle things from higher level. You do this by doing things only when you are in the right energy space to do them. When you can put your full attention on them. If you aren't in the right mood to do one thing, do something else you are in the mood to do. Trust that if you aren't in the mood to do something, there is something else that is more important to do at that moment. When you aren't in the mood to do something, you are more separate from it. While you are doing it, you may be thinking of other things. When you are not one with what you are doing, you operate in linear sequential time and things take longer. Things that aren't done from higher level will usually be more work, may have to be redone or undone, and may create more time consuming tasks in the future. Learn to be in the experience of what you are doing so thoroughly you are one with it as you do it. And you will be working with time as your higher self. Many of you spend more time and energy worrying about doing things than doing them. How often have you put off doing something thinking it might take too much work only to find that once you were in the mood to do it and got started, it was easier than you thought? If there is something you keep putting off, let it go for a while and stop making yourself wrong for not doing it. Sometimes pressuring yourself to do something makes it harder to start. To create more time, watch your words and thoughts about time. Do you say to yourself or others, I never have enough time? I'm so pressured and I wonder how I will get all this done. Your words, thoughts, and beliefs are creating your reality. So begin by telling yourself you have all the time you need. Start saying such things as, I have all the time I need. I do things in a relaxed, focused way. Even if you don't believe this at first, your words and thoughts will soon create this as your reality. You can you can bring things into your life rapidly by imagining that you already have them. You can learn to contract time and draw things to you more rapidly. Some of you want to create more abundance, attract your soulmate, or lose weight more rapidly. Acting as if you already have something is very magnetic to bringing it into your life. For instance, you can accelerate your spiritual growth by pretending that you already have the qualities you are seeking. You might imagining already having the quality you want more of, such as peace or joy. If you want more abundance in some area, pretend you already have it. How would it feel? What would you do differently? Spend time visualizing anything you want and imagine you already have it. Say to yourself, I now have dash, filling in the blank with whatever it is you want to create. As you imagine having something, you become more magnetic to it and it comes into your life more rapidly. To create things more rapidly, focus on the essence of what something will give you rather than its form. For instance, if you want a new car or home, focus on what you want to get out of having them. You may want a new car to give you reliability and new home to give you more space and so on. You can begin to create the essence of what you want right now. You can work with your existing car to make it more reliable. And perhaps you can clear out a corner of a room to create more space in your current home. By making your old car more reliable, you become more magnetic to a new reliable car. Ask what is the essence you expect to get from losing weight, having a new soulmate, or whatever else you want. As you focus on the essence of what you want, you discover that there are many ways you can have the essence right now. When you bring the essence of what you want into your life, you become more magnetic to a specific form you want it to come in as well. To your higher self, time is simply the number of steps that need to happen to have something occur. Think of what you want. Imagine going into the world of your higher self and seeing the whole of what you want to create as if you can see it from beginning to end. Next, imagining you can sense all of the parts, the steps that you need to be taken to create this. You don't need to know what the actual steps will be. Just get a sense or imagine how many are involved. Then speed the things up by picturing yourself taking the steps more rapidly and joyfully. You might even see yourself skipping over steps and going directly to what you want. Loving yourself, whether or not you have what you want, and not needing something will assist you in taking the steps to bring it into your life more rapidly. You can learn to change the way time works in your life, mastering the rate at which things happen. You can accelerate your growth and draw the things to you more rapidly. You can learn to achieve a higher state of consciousness in which you become one with time, which will allow you to accomplish a great deal in your higher self's realm of no time. Thank you.